Hello everyone, this is Paul and I welcome you to the 25th episode of my YouTube series Writing Quest. Oh, I am so excited about this episode because with this episode I am crossing the 25th mark and which means quarter century is done and I am really looking forward now to reach the 15th mark. Now today is 11th February and now the time is 40 minutes past 12, that is 12:40 am, which means 40 minutes have passed till midnight, I mean after midnight. Now in this episode I will discuss about the movie The Lawrence of Arabia, which I saw as an adventure movie reference. Now before I watched that movie, I did a little study and I found out that this movie is placed in number 5 at the uh, list which is made by American Film Institute of top 100 movies all time, and this movie is in number 5th position. I also read that a new British actor called Peter O'Toole got a big break in this movie and he did wonders in this movie. And also there were two other actors called Omar Sharif and Anthony Quinn, who also did brilliant job. Moreover, the story was fantastic, the location was fantastic, the camera work was fantastic, and this movie at that time, that is when in 1962 it was made. At that time this movie was considered as the gold standard of adventure movie, and yet still today this movie is still considered as one of the gold standard, that is the measuring stick of adventure movies. No matter how great is the Lord of the Rings trilogy or Harry Potter series becomes, it is still revered by lots of film critics around the whole world. Now all of this information really made me interested to watch this movie, but unfortunately this movie isn't available in our country, so I used Flashgate to download this movie, and the file size was really big, almost nearing to 1.4 gigabyte, and it took almost a month for me to download this whole movie. It was a really patient testing matter and I waited and waited, and when I downloaded the whole movie I sat down to watch it, and after watching this movie I can emphatically say that whatever I read about this movie, whatever I heard about this movie, everything is damn true. These are not myths, but these are all truth. First I thought that all of those accolades must have been some kind of fairy tale, but now I see that it is not the case. I mean, well, what can I say? The praise that I can give will not be enough. This movie is really a gold standard. The British actor called Peter O'Toole, he did a marvelous job, and after watching this sole movie I have become a big fan of Peter O'Toole. Again, Anthony Quinn and Omar Sharif, they also did fantastic job. The location was fantastic, the story was fantastic, the camera work was fantastic. I mean, everything is mind-blowing, but the most important thing about this movie that I will say, that the character that was portrayed by Peter O'Toole, that is the character of Lawrence. Now many of you know that I am trying to write a novel, and one of the heroine of my novel is a mentally disturbed character. That is, I am not saying that she is a mentally ill character, but she is a normal character who has some kind of mental turbulence. And in this movie I was so fortunate to watch a character who fits in this description. That is, the character Lawrence is a character who is mentally disturbed, mentally turbulated. In this movie the character Lawrence leads rebellion against the Turkish, and there were lots of wars, lots of bloodsheds. Now as a person, Lawrence does not like this kind of warfare, this kind of bloodshed, but he has to do it because he is the is the leader, and everyone is looking at him for direction. Everyone is looking at him to fire the first bullet, and he is, I mean, the war is fought with his name, and everyone is looking at him as their undisputed leader. And that is why he has to do all of this, but he does not like bloodshed, he does not like to kill a person, and this dilemma is just eating him inside. And he is mentally tormented, he is engaged in such a job that he does not like to do, but he has no other alternative but to do that job. And this kind of dilemma is, I mean, I was looking forward to create this kind of dilemma in my character of the heroine, and I am so fortunate that I have I mean, before I create this character, I have seen this character with my own eyes by the acting of Peter O'Toole, who did a marvelous job in portraying this mental dilemma. And I am so grateful to God that I have been able to watch this movie, and this has really helped me a lot to shape this character. Now I really want to conclude this episode by saying that those of you out there who are trying to write a novel must watch this movie, at least for two reasons. Number one is to see how the characters react with each other, because beside Lawrence, the two characters portrayed by Anthony Quinn and Omar Sharif are really complex, and the interaction between these three is worth watching. If you watch carefully, then you will learn a lot from these three characters. And again, the second thing that you can learn is the fantastic camera work that has been done to portray the natural beauties of Arabic land. So if you can learn these two things from this movie, then you will advance a lot in your career as a writer. So folks, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will come to my channel next time to watch the 26th episode of my YouTube series Writing Quest. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice